Hey there everyone, Treezoo here. Welcome back to the Fallout 4 Collection Series. This little setup I built a ways back, not the turrets and stuff, that was just to get my defenses high enough to stop attacks from happening nearly as often, but these here, if you're not familiar, are power armor displays. See, the expansions each have a couple of unique power armor paint jobs that they offer, and I like grabbing those in addition to the magazines. If I had to call it something, it'd be like the bobbleheads of the expansions, is the closest I could compare it to. So I'm actually going to go find these paint jobs in addition. So, I still have a couple of things to grab in Far Harbor, so today I'm after a suit of power armor. This first one should be fairly easy to find because it's the first one I found entirely by accident, just trying to head to do something else. So, fortunately for me, I kind of sort of actually remember where it is. Alright, we have ourselves a very similar journey to the final issue of the Islander's Almanac from previously. And who the fuck are you?
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
Yeah?
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you. I haven't been able to find any of the local police force.
Because they're dead.
I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Okay, I'll help.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
You know
Go
what?
ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
Congratulations. Later. So, basically I'm going to be heading the same direction as I did last time, but the one thing I remember is it is northwest-ish of town, but I have to follow the road. So this time, instead of cutting as straight northwest as I can, I'm going to follow the meanderings of the road. And there should be a semi-truck that was transporting this thing to somewhere or other.
Looks like it isn't just the police who have been lax lately. The island's building inspector ought to be fired.
You know, usually Miss Nannies and Mr. Handies are a little more aware of what's been going on around them. Just saying. Every time I see a vehicle on the road, I'm hopeful. But this one's turned over, and I don't think that's what I wanted. Because I remember it being up on top of an upright flatbed, so this isn't what I'm here for. I gotta say, seeing this here, like this little mom and pop restaurant on the coast, probably has some of the best seafood you've ever seen in your life. I did that on the west coast at one point for a spring break trip. We went up to I believe it was Bozeman, Montana, and after we got up there we hung straight west and went over towards the coast, hit up Tillamook in the cheese factory, and then came down the coast a ways until we came into California and came back across Salt Flats. This was while I was going to school in Utah. During that trip, I had so much fresh on-the-coast seafood. I loved every minute of it. And I kind of want to do something like that again. Because I haven't had fresh on-the-coast seafood on a vacation for a long time. And I would love, love, love to be able to do that again. Well, there's the National Park place right there. I'm going right past it, so this is further away than I thought it was. I thought it was only like a little ways past those trappers, if anything. But it's on the road, I know that much. On or near the road. Ooh boy. Road kind of got heaved upwards there. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. This looks like my trailer in question. Wow, and this is unprotected. It's not even like in a locked cage. Well, maybe from the front side it was. I'm actually going to go around and check if the front side of this was locked. Not that it matters. If it's open from one end, it's open from one end. Nope, it's just cage bars. How is this still here? It's even got a core in it, guys. Come on. Here we go. And all of its lime greeny goodness. This is what is referred to as the Vim Refresh paint job. And we'll see it when we get back. That seems slow. Am I overweight? Yeah, I am. Why am I overweight? Junk? No, shouldn't be junk. Well, here. This right here, this is why we have Radstag. Where's my Radstag? Is it grilled? Grilled Radstag? Yeah. Better. That's why we have the grilled Radstag, is to give me that 25-pound bonus for shit just like that. And then I can head back home. Now, one thing I do love about these display stands is I'm not just going to be like parking these across the street in my other house as I have been with all of just the rando suits I have. These ones go on proper display, and these displays are powered and lit. So even at night, I have a good view of these great paint jobs. Okay. So get out the suit and get my core out. There we go. Look at that. See, look at this, all nice and lit, top and from underneath. It's a little scratched up, which is to be expected after sitting in that semi-truck for all that time, but it still looks good. Vim Refresh. So, one suit of armor down, another suit of armor left to grab from Far Harbor, which will truly be the end of our Far Harbor experience. So I'll return to grab that suit on the next episode. We'll see you then.